Okay, guys, happy Monday. And today we're talking about the benefits of offering free discovery sessions to practice members. I want to talk about this in light of protecting, we talk a lot about protecting time, energy, money. Time, protecting of the time, the schedule, the amount of time you spend, protecting energy, what you're putting out, what you're bringing in, not only like the energy around you, but I'm talking about food and rest and movement. That's all protection of energy. And then obviously protection of money, which is another form of energy. Money going out, money coming in. So what I find is as people are moving into the staffless practice world or the joy-filled practice world, they need to discover balance in all three of these: time, energy, money. So we talk about protecting the time, energy, money by discovering what the boundaries are. Okay. I wanted to just recap that concept before I go into why the discovery session is so important with new practice members. So for many years, I'm a pediatric and prenatal chiropractor here in New Jersey. And for a long time, I had really wonderful women at my front desk, and they would manage the flow of people coming in and out. And the biggest thing that they would do for me, and I miss this every day, they would be like, all right, Jody, Janet's in the waiting room and she's in a really bad mood. They'll give me a heads up. Or, okay, Jody, Shannon is ready to come in and she's got her 2-year-old Johnny with him who's in the middle of a temper tantrum. Or, okay, Jody, Mrs. Jones is here now and she just changed her medication and she's all over the place. Whatever it is, they would give me a heads up to protect my energy. Do you get it? So the people in the positions of running my front desk were how I protected that. They were how I established boundaries for that. Now, when push came to shove and I decided no more staff in the office, I had to figure out, that was one of the things, that it can't be automated. It can't be delegated. It's something that I needed to just know how to do. How do I protect my time, my energy, my money when it comes to new patients? And hands down, my favorite way to do this is to have a telehealth call before I meet with somebody in the office. Let me also just give you a, by the way, if you're watching this right now, we are in our free group. We've got thousands of wellness practitioners from all over the world. And in this group, this is where we share the what and the why. In our club, which is called the Joy-Filled Practice Club, which is free right now, we share the how, and that's where I give you the guides and the downloads and all the things. If you want into the club, drop the word club below. Okay, let's keep going. So the telehealth call is what I call this initial meeting with my new practice members. And I do this with, I'm going to say 90% of my practice members. We meet, I use Jane. I'm a big fan of Jane app. And one of Jane's features is that you can do a telehealth call. It's kind of like meeting in a Zoom, right? And I'm meeting on a screen with a potential practice member. Even if I'm seeing them in 2 hours in person in the office, I still make this meeting happen. And I do it because I don't have Sally sitting at my desk giving me the heads up that Johnny is throwing a temper tantrum. I need to see what I'm walking into in order to maintain the integrity of time, energy, money in my office. Not only the integrity of my time, energy, money, but also the integrity of my practice members, of the other people in the space. If little Johnny is going to be throwing a temper tantrum and I see that, you see so much that they don't necessarily tell you, right? When you have a face-to-face. So if somebody fills out a health history form and they say, Johnny's a sweet little boy, and I'm in a telehealth call with them, and I see Johnny climbing the freaking walls in the background, I'm seeing so much that I don't necessarily see on the health history form. Do you get it? And by the way, Sally has to bring Johnny to every visit. So I need to prepare my space for that. I need to prepare the protection of time, energy, money in my office for Johnny to come in so that he knows he can climb the walls in my office, because that's something that I'm okay with. Okay. So when we get into this telehealth call, I think the most important thing about it, and if you are a club member, this week on Thursday in our masterclass, I'm actually giving you a checklist of what you need to have in front of you during this meeting, okay? I just want you guys, our community members, I want you to think about what needs to be in front of you to make sure that all of the boxes are checked when you're in this telehealth call. How can you best protect time, energy, money for you, for your practice, but also for the person that's in the telehealth call? Is it best for you to collect payment during that time? Is it the time that you want to tell them about how long the visit is? What are the administrative pieces that need to be checked? And how can you do it to protect time? How can you do it as efficiently and effectively as possible? Okay, so that's the telehealth. And I would say the biggest benefit of offering a telehealth before the initial consultation is I can weed out whether or not this person's current challenge or current health concerns or desires is a match for what I offer. If somebody comes into my office and says, I've got migraines, I want you to make them go away, I want to see you 2 times, and I want to be in your office for 10 minutes. I'm going to say to them, Godspeed to you, I'm not the right person to serve you right now. That's not what I do. I'm not a migraine aspirin, right? But if they say to me, I've got migraines, I would really like to start chiropractic care and see where we go with it. What do you think? Is this something that we can do together? That's a completely different conversation. Feeling that out for me, and I'm not telling you not to serve people with migraines. Don't hear that that's my message. My message is if you can have 10 minutes, 8 minutes, right? An allotted amount of time to feel out what people are looking for. You can even have them pay for this time, you guys. You can even have a virtual assistant do this call for you and go over all of the check boxes. In the coaching world, we call this a triage call. And in the triage call, a team member of mine would have a chat with you and say, what are you looking for your practice to be where you really want it to be in 6 months or a year from now? And to take a listen. These are my current challenges in practice. This is what I want to create for my practice. And then to repeat back to you, this is what I'm hearing you say, and yes or no, we are a match for you. It's the same concept with your new practice members. So when we go into the meeting on Thursday with the club members, you guys, I'm going to give you a super detailed checklist for you to look at. For our community members here, if you want access to the club, just drop the word club below. If you want to get started with this pen to paper, what I want you to think about is what are the key points that you need to hit with all of your new practice members in order to protect your time, your energy, and your money, in order to protect their time, their energy, their money, in order to, you're not necessarily going into like the OPQRST of their health history in this call. You're just saying, how can I help you? Let's see if it's even a match. And then when they come into the office, that's when you dive deep into a health history. It's just a let's get to know each other. Cool? Does the concept make sense to you guys? Let me know if you have any questions. Your questions mean everything to me because they show me how I can be better at serving you. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Go make the world better with great care.